Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines, and you can see we've got a water problem here already. So let's put in some of that. Oh, we can't, because we're poor. Oh dear. We are very poor right now. And money is coming in at about 5,000. So over the course of time that will correct itself. But for the time being, I don't think there's really much we can do to facilitate some water to these poor people. Let's have a look. I'm guessing they're industry. Yeah, ready to wear. So you can see here, pretty much sort of residential areas with some commercial bits and bobs here and there. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to get rid of that. Because I just want to keep the commercial in a commercial area there. And leave it like that. Let us also make that as high-rise. And that as standard. We will, I think, need to run a road down the middle. Sort of like there. To the other end when we've got the money, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it with that in the way. That's going to be a bit of a block. We could always sort of do one like that and then a little road there, but it would mean otherwise having to run roads across like that, which we could do as it's a sort of built up area. We're going to take that out and keep that as entirely high-rise. Actually, what we'll do is we'll take that out and keep that as low-rise, so to speak. No, do it right. Low-rise. There we go. Thank you. So, yeah, that's pretty much the case. Gotta love the rain. It's like being in England. Torrential downpour. Now, obviously, once we get to a situation where we've got more money, we'll be in a better position to deal with some of these issues. Now, here obviously is one of our garbage reclamation. Now, we're hoping to get to a situation where we can have these buggers. Now, the good thing about that is that we've solved the problem with respect to the road anarchy, so we will be able to set these up properly. But the only drawback is that they're 125 grand each. And that's a lot of moolah for a moolah that we don't have. But we might be in a position to sort of build them sort of here-ish. I'm thinking sort of like about there. And then we build another road out the side, or we could potentially sort of, you know, build it there. And then you have multiple sort of side by side. That means then we could empty all of this and hopefully get rid of some of the pollution as well in that area. So it's good to see that some of the buildings are upgrading themselves, as you can see. Yeah, pretty good. A couple of kids in there. The standard fare. And obviously, we've got cemeteries. So only 5 dead people. So not a lot of people are snuffing it, which is nice. Now, obviously, we're going to need a medical centre over here somewhere. Now, whether or not it means that's going to be a hospital. Now, I could potentially put the hospital there. Now, that'll be on one of the big roads, which will make sort of getting there and back a lot easier, but that's 65 grand. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. Aye. So we got some nice bits and bobs in here. So I'm quite pleased with the high-rise buildings sort of forming a barrier for the noise of the highway, which I think is a good thing. And obviously you can see here we've got the roads going underneath as well. So they're going all under there, which can only be a good thing. We've got the joining roads as well. A lot of pollution in this area, I have to say. But That's probably due down to the coal or the oil power plants, which at some point we will replace. Obviously, you know, we could build a hydro power plant, but you know, I've had problems with it before blocking up, because for obvious reasons. Whether or not it's something we'd put there, but then it ends up flooding the damn river. So, you know, something like the solar power plant or the nuclear power plant would be our beneficial option. But that's going to be, as you can see, a lot of money, 200 grand. So, now the only drawback is you can see the roads that have trees on them. Trees have been stripped down by all the pollution, really. We should, in some ways, at least try and... Oh good, we got positive numbers. Now, let's have a look, because we need to look at creating a metro system. So here's the metro, and here's one of the aforementioned stations. Now, it could be that we have to put it against one of these roads like that. So it sort of curve around, and it'll be a big circle going round, something along those lines, maybe. The other alternative is you've got one of these, or you've got one of these. Now, I did have problems setting up the bits and bobs on some of these, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Now, in an ideal situation, I would say that one of those in the centre would be helpful. Now, obviously, you've got things where there's just a flipping roundabout, so you can put it in the centre of a roundabout. And that is like a submerged, an underground metro, which is kind of nice, actually. I kind of like that. So that's something that we could put somewhere to improve things. Now, let's have a look at the situation here. So we've also got offices all down here as well. So they're going to want some kind of metro station in there as well. So let's have a look. Now we've got here cabs, we've got keys, we've got the metro, which we're looking at, the train station, the trams, tram depots, and bus depots. Now, that's something I think we need to work on. Put ourselves a little bus depot in here. Now, in an ideal world, we want it to be on a road that's pretty big. Now, the only drawback I see is we could put it on one of these ones here. Now, that would be advantageous, but what are these here? So these are all actually residences. So it could be that we put the bus station, but look, it's just too small. Well, I don't know though. Like that. So there's the bus depot. Now, what we need to put next to it is a bus station. Oh my heavens. That's flipping enormous. It's gargantuan. Look at it. It's a behemoth. So we're going to have to take out the depot, because what we're going to do is we're going to take out all of this, and we are going to declassify it all. Oh heavens, what's going on there? What's happened with the... Oh dear. Not enough fuel. We're going to have to wait for the deliveries to get in place, and then we'll be okay. So, if we delete some of these, like that. Now, bus station is that one. And that's 40 grand. That's the biofuel one. So that's where that would go. And then we'll probably put the depot behind it. But let's check our finances. So you can see there. Let's pay that off, because then we won't have to worry about a loan and we'll get a little bit of money back. Now, let's see, because these guys are not getting their oil. So they should be coming in here. Oh, heavens, no wonder. Look at this. Massive traffic jam. I think what we're also going to have to do is build another exit like that. And then later on down here, build another exit, because most of them seem to want to be coming off here, which is a tad unfortunate. Now you can see here the traffic jam. Go away. Like that. There we go. So put them at stop, so basically the flow, hopefully, continues. Because that's a massive problem for us. And you can see here, stop, like that. So essentially these guys will stop to keep the transition of bits and bobs in on a regular basis. So the power issue is still a problem. So let's see. See, now this guy here's got power. Or at least, see, here we go, see, look. And they're probably all stuck on here. See what I mean? Like this fella here, oil truck. Now, let's just go onto this big road and upgrade this fella here. There we go. Like that, so it makes a bigger road, or at least hopefully makes a bigger road. There we go. That should make for a bigger road. Now, if we make that an 8-lane road as well, and that one, and then also that one underneath, we should hopefully be able to have more activity. Now, let's see. Oh God, that's horrendous. That's absolutely horrendous. And people are now moving out because of the power issue. Damn it. Because of this. Now, let's see. Where's that going? Oh. Oh, is that what I was doing? Ah, here we go. We have a possible solution. And bosh. And there, hopefully, the oil trucks will be able to come straight off of the motorway into here and then make the delivery. Which is the ideal situation. Even though they seem to be just going all that distance, see? All the way over there. So let's see there. Is that a... No, cannot upgrade that. Let's upgrade that. Okay. So, for some reason, that's an ore truck. That's an oil truck. Importing all products to the box factory. Okay. So, really, do it 1 week. At least oil is being delivered, see? But we need to get rid of this lot. See, this is the problem that we've got. Now, I'm wondering if it's worth kind of building a sort of a loop back. Yeah, up one level, like that. Like that. Just to take some of the pressure off. But at the moment, they all seem to be going into a single route, which is not ideal. So at least then if it's a multi-lane road, oh shite, it's a exit road now, bugger. We want to keep it as that road. You see, now, so I'm wondering if I'm going to have to rip it out and put in the equivalent of something like one of these, you know. Let's have a look at these, see what we've got. See that. See, that's quite nice. I still think, oh heavens, where has it gone? Is it that one? No, it's not. No, still nothing. It's the sort of loop back type thing that I think is a really nice design. Oh good heavens, look at that. I mean, that's not too bad actually. I mean, you look at that, that's a transition in and a transition out here, like so. Now that could work with fast moving areas. We could look at doing that later on. But right now the monetary situation is pretty poor. But fortunately the electricity now is proceeding as required after that slight outage. Now, let's have a look, because what I think we're going to do also is upgrade these to big roads. Now, granted, they're not as pretty, but they're still pretty good functional from our point of view because of the being, what's the word I'm looking for, the artery roads, controlling most of the activity in and out of the town. I mean, granted there's no trees in the centre, so they won't look as pretty, which is a shame. There we go. And let's go underground and do that one as well. So we are trying to facilitate the best possible amount of transit, so to speak. Now what's around here? The high school. We've only got 10 grand, so we're going to have to move that at some point. Sort of over, so we can make that road big, because that's going to be a choke point. See what I mean? Look at this. So what we're going to have to do is go to here, and then say stop, stop, and then just have that. So they have to stop basically in favour of this. So let's have a look at that. Operating normally. 5 weeks worth of oil. That's good. Okay then. Splendiferous. Now, can we put any kind of making shit look nice around here? That's a big old plaza with trees. But it might make people happier in this area. Not sure how long the trees will last, but you know, whatever. Anyway, we need to move back to this, which is going to be our bus station. Now, there is the bus station there. And we don't have enough money for it yet. We need 65,000. Now, once we've built that, then we'll have to build the depot behind it for the servicing thereof of said buses. But then we'll actually have a position where we'll be able to maybe, let's have a look. Large decoration with bus lanes. How big do some of these lanes go? Large avenue with bus lanes. I mean, it could be that we upgrade to this. So, you look here. We have bus lanes to enable buses to get around the town. So it might be something we need to consider. Just to facilitate the buses to get to all their various places that they need to get to. I mean, it's doubtful that buses will need to come down here. And that kind of stuff. And this is just generally the sort of garbage area of town. Both figuratively and literally. So, we'll have to see. But right now, I am saving up for the bus station. Now, obviously, we've got aeroplanes. Let's see, blimp depot, blimp stop, blimp pathway. It's all about the blimps. International airports and airports. So we're not even going to even be looking at those for a while. Train stations would be helpful for us. Let's have a look at this. What will be unlocked here? Multi-platform. Oh my heavens, look at that beauty. Isn't it lovely? That's a big beastie too. Less of a beastie, but predominantly for things like transporting goods. So we really need to focus on other things. Now, let's see. Because if I put in one of those, no, one of these. Could that work? Now, so it's 30 grand. Wow. So I could sort of loop it round there like that. Which could work. Have to see. Hmm. It loops all the way around and then loops back to here. Like so. So that means then we would have to create, go away, a sort of loopy thing. Like so. And then drag it around to there, but then there's also, we could potentially have another one up here that will enable us to sort of transition over to here as well, and down to there, so we'll have to wait and see. We might have to put like a bigger one like that in there. Not sure yet. So, down to here. And to there. That's going to be the first of our routes. Like so. Okay, so let's have a look. Create a new line. See, this is the problem I had previously, where I couldn't remember how to add a stop. Right, okay. Because it's not creating it on the right area. I'm going to have to look into that, because I pretty much remember there was a thing where you could see where the stop was being added to. And so you want to be able to add it onto the same line, so to speak. And that I thought it was the shift button, but apparently it's not. See, as soon as I move the cursor close to it, it disappears. Oh, you bastard. See, that to me is creating a line there. So let's see, because what I'd like to do is create another one sort of about here. I think that might be a good idea there. Or at least over here. Actually, no, down here would be better, because this is the office area, isn't it? And that looks like a Tropicana. Tropical garden. Tropicana. What the hell am I talking about? So, we don't have enough money to put that in there yet. We still need 30 grand for that. But we're going to have to put it sort of down this way a bit, so that it doesn't get in the way of that underground tunnel. So, I'm sort of aiming to put it sort of there, I'm guessing, around this sort of area. Which means that, let's speed that up a little bit, means we can then connect the two points. I'm also going to look into the whole, you know, how do I connect shit together gig. See, because what I want to do is want to bring it sort of see, I kind of want to bring another one in the center here like that and connect that one in the middle. So I will need to take a look into creating of the metro lines, because I had this problem last time, I'm pretty sure of it, and it's not really as straightforward as people think. So I mean, we're going to have a one going from here to there. Actually, it's going to need less. There we go, like so. Okay, see, so that goes into there. And we'll have another one go from there to there. So that'll be like the interchange where you change trains, metro trains, all that kind of stuff. So what we'd want is we want it over there a little bit, so it comes round a little bit further, like that. Or is that too much? I think it's too much. So go like this. Like that. See, that looks good. That is good to me. I like that. City needs more power. Not again. Not enough fuel. Okay. So, we've now got a situation where if we create a line here and then add a stop there, and then add a stop there. See, we can't do that, which is really annoying. You see? So at least now we've got a route here. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put in another metro, sort of facing, sort of there, like that, and go from there. So anyway, as we have more power problems, so we will leave you, and we'll see you next time.